I'm gonna tell you right from the top of the show, it's butter. Butter makes chicken better, it just does. I don't make the rules, I just play by them, so there you go. Butter's the secret. I've been on a roll with some chicken videos recently. Have you seen that cherry Coke chicken wing recipe? You need to go check that out, for real. That is one of the best recipes I've done in a long time. If you got a good thing going, you gotta roll with it, and that's what we're doing. More chicken and some of my favorite chicken recipes. This is my backyard jacked chicken. You're like, Mike, what's backyard jacked chicken? Well, it's the best chicken you'll ever have. Basically, the secret to chicken is revealed in this video. I'm gonna tell you right from the top of the show, it's butter. Butter makes chicken better, it just does. Incorporate butter into however you're cooking chicken, I promise you it'll be better. It's just the way that it works. I don't make the rules, I just play by them, so there you go. Butter's the secret. Now let me show you how I use butter to make these backyard jacked chicken thighs. Oh, talk about easy and delicious. This is it. Let's get started. When it comes to perfect chicken with the least effort possible, it's always chicken thighs. Let me show you how to trim these thighs up. You can see these are boneless, skinless, and that means you don't have to worry about the skin. We do want to just kind of trim up the pieces. Some of the butchers are just ridiculous with this stuff. They don't even try. Just trying to sell you all the crap like this. I'm just going to trim that excess fat off of there. Usually have one on each side, depending on how they're butchered, and then I just even up the sides. Not cutting much off here, just evening them up. Getting any of that stringy white fat that will come off easily. I'm not gonna do surgery on it, you know, it's not a big deal. See that? That is not gonna serve us any purpose at all. It's just gonna burn, get in the way. Trim that edge. All right, thighs are trimmed. We're gonna use, I've been using this recently, but you can use whatever honey you want. I suggest if you like a little heat, use Mike's Hot Honey. We're gonna use about 6 ounces of this. Now I recommend going with a nice quality soy sauce here. You know what I mean, don't buy the cheap stuff on the bottom shelf. The soy sauce is gonna give us an amazing flavor. It's even gonna help break down the meat some. We're gonna use about 6 ounces of it. Then we're gonna go with a 6-ounce can of pineapple juice. I'm using the light version. Pineapple juice does a great job at help tenderizing meat, even chicken. Gotta be a little bit careful with pineapple juice. If you go too long, it can make the meat mushy. We're not gonna have a problem with that here. This is only a 2-hour marinade. All right, zip it shut and toss it around. Give it a shake. We're not gonna put our rub on yet. We're gonna do that after we take it out of the marinade. We want these flavors here to just be all that's going on right now. We want this soy sauce, this honey, create a masterpiece inside this bag. Push down the bag and then zip it shut. In the fridge, 2 hours. It's time to take our chicken thighs out of the brine, put them into our pan. Look at that color. That soy sauce is just, you can tell it's just, you know, taking over the chicken thigh. It's exactly what we want. That's all flavor. There's our secret ingredient. Now I'm gonna turn them over so they're upside down. And we're just gonna hit them with some rub. Nice, you know, fairly heavy coat. Just adding layers of flavor here. Flip them, same thing. Now we're gonna take our brine and kind of off to the side here. We're just gonna add just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. The last ingredient, but the most important ingredient, the secret to cooking all chicken. We're gonna use 1 stick. I've got it down to room temperature. The reason it's at room temperature is so it can melt quicker and get right into soaking into those chicken thighs. Half a chimney should be fine, but I never like to run short, so I'm gonna use 3/4. don't think it gets any better than charcoal, to be honest, when it comes to a recipe like this. I went ahead and set the PK360 up for indirect cooking. So I'm gonna cook direct on this side, indirect over here. You can use any grill that you have. I just recommend that you use wood just to make sure that you get that extra flavor when it comes to the cooking. And if you have a simple charcoal grill, you can use that easily, like a Weber kettle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys on the indirect side right there. And that'll allow us to get some smoke on there and keep this fire going, getting it ready for the sear. We're gonna progressively get hotter. So you can put these on right away as soon as you get your charcoal on. I like to, wait until the charcoal's at least a little gray, and that usually makes for the best flavor. We're gonna go right there for 20 minutes, then we'll flip them and coat them in that sauce, that marinade. When they get to about 160 internal, we'll put them on the sear side, put a little color on them. We're gonna eat some amazing chicken. About 25 minutes in. And I'm just gonna flip them in the marinade, the butter, just kind of make sure they're completely coated. We'll check internal temps in about 15 minutes. We're getting close. We're about 45 minutes into the cook. I'm gonna go ahead and check internal temperature. 155. And these are always smaller and larger, so you have to do them at different paces. 55, 165, 165. They're all pretty close, actually. This one's about 10 degrees behind the rest of them. But we are going to go ahead and throw these small ones on the fire. Flip it, dip it, put it on the grill. And we're just going to keep flipping these guys until we get up to about 185. Piece of fell off there. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for just a little bit of color. Got all the vents wide open. You know what? I'm going to dip. Flip and dip. 183. 183, and that one, they're all done. I'm gonna pull them off. With any meat, you want to cut across the grain, and on chicken thighs, the grain kind of runs like this from side to side, so you want to cut long ways. Nice skinny chunks. Tender, juicy, smoky flavor bomb. That's what this chicken is. I don't know what happens, but when you bring butter and chicken together in barbecue, oh my gosh. Change the flavors up a little bit to match your palate, but make sure you do this method. And I promise you, you're gonna have a new method for doing chicken. They tell us that chicken is the healthier selection when it comes to barbecue, even if it's a thigh. And when we can make it this delicious, then there's no need to argue. I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you want to support Delmarva Backyard, one easy, simple, free thing you can do is just share the video with someone who will watch it. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. I'll see you on the next video.